Chansujin, and Jin is a form of kinetic kind of energy that's developed by movement and posture. So you'll hear Fa Jin, like explosive power, and Lu Jin, that's like yielding energy or turning to center. Different ways to define, but the main thing about Jin is it means it's a developed energetic that comes from some combinations of posture and movement supported by your intent. So we're talking about Chansujin, and this is silk reeling energy. Peng Jin, Lu Jin, these other Jins are all connected and embodied in Chansujin. In the Chen Taiji method that I'm drawing this material from, and that's the lineage that I've practiced for years, these exercises are basic exercises to develop a lot of things: structure, alignment, softness, relaxation. There is still a practice of song, of letting go, and a structural support and Peng and being expanded in your power. But then we're practicing the ability to turn and the bones and to roll in an interconnected way. So there's some key points that you want to focus on when it comes to your silk reeling exercise. And let's start at the bottom. From the feet, your feet are gripping the ground. Your weight is directed more towards your heels than the front of your toes. So anatomically, you're not putting the weight of your upper body over the knees, but back towards the heels, so it's sitting through your glutes and down through the bones of your legs. So as a weight-bearing exercise, this exercise builds up bone density and muscular strength and endurance. So the legs are going to be bowed, they're slight bit round. So you're grasping the ground with your toes and your weights towards the heels. The inner portion of your legs are round. What that really means is that your knees stay in line with your ankles. Some people, when they practice, they have a tendency in certain lineages to do what they call swimming knees, or what we call swimming knees in this particular method. And that means the knees are shifting around, and doing a lot of movement, and so we minimize that. We don't want the knees doing all that movement. We want the knees in alignment, and so the expansive energy, or Peng, in the legs is open, okay? As opposed to, like, I close one side when I turn here, this knee swims in, and I swim here, and the knees start doing these type of motions. We're trying to avoid that, okay? So you're going to have to look for that there's a roundness. So like in the standing exercise from our earlier practices, that is the roundness in the legs, and we're going to expand that. So now we're going to step open a bit wide. You can do a shoulder width. I like to do mine a little bit wider than shoulder width. Height just depends on how you feel. If you want to relax down into your structure, you can sit down lower, then great. But if you're just warming up, maybe you'll be a little higher. If your body starts to feel really good, the temperature's good, your body's nice and juiced up from the warm up, you might start going lower. You can feel that the blood is flowing through your legs, you're more warm, so then you may sit down. But height is not the issue. Song, releasing, and alignment are the main key points. So from here, we're just going to do a couple basic silk reeling exercises. The first one, you can have one hand on the hip. And my weight is kind of 50-50 even right now. And so as a simple count, we start here, we bring the hand down. The arm is going down, and remember, this whole thing is about teaching you how to interconnect movement. So it's not just the arm, not just the waist, not just one part moving, but how they move together. Okay? So the arm is going down, but the body's releasing. Now I'm not going to sink real deep, but I'm going to settle down. I'm relaxing everything down in my legs. I can feel the pressure in my legs becoming heavier, and I can feel my connection to the ground increasing, like I'm pressing down into the ground. Sink, settle down to the legs. Now you get to a point where there's no more down movement available to you. Okay? That can change over time depending on how relaxed you get and how much your joints open up. But everybody has a limit. And when you reach that point where you feel like you've sunken to where you can go without forcing the issue, then you begin to shift. And you're shifting your weight to the opposite side, and you're pushing away from the leg that you're leaving from. So for this situation, I'm pushing to my right leg. And I'm also pulling myself over to my right leg, and then I'm going to turn the waist and bring the hand up. Okay? Then shift the weight and push from the right to the left and pull. And again, sit back towards my heel. My knees are open. They don't want to collapse in. Hands on center line. Then I'm going to rotate the waist rotate the arm, which is going to handle the elbow. And these are happening together. The waist is turning left and the hand is turning as the arm is rotating over. And then I break the line where my elbow passes my knee and hip line, and then I slightly turn the waist back. So relax, sink, heavy, 1. Shift, 2. Turn the waist, 3. The hand doesn't pass the center line, but comes up. Then shift back, 4. You get the weight on the opposite side. You sit back towards your heel. You feel your alignment. Your pelvis is slightly tucked under, and then you begin to turn the torso. And all these things are going to happen together, and that's the practice mentally of connecting. See, I turn back. 1, sink. 2, shift. 3, rise. The arm, not the body. 4, shift and turn. Break that line where my elbow crosses my thigh. Turn back, 5. 1, weight heavy on the left. 2, 3, 4, turn. Knees stay open. My waist is now turning to the left, but now I'm going to center it. And the hand turns over, 5. 1, everything is settling. Fong song, sit down. Pull, turn, 2. Turn the waist, but keep the left knee open. Don't let it collapse. Up, 3. Again, this is going up, but everything else is sinking down. 4. Spiral, turn the waist, arm spirals, 5. 1. Spiral, 2, and cuts inward. 3, shoulders relaxed, back lengthened, pelvis slightly tucked under. Shift, bump with the shoulder back. 4, 5. Sit. 1, 2. Center line. 3, 4. Twine. Feel yourself push out of the back leg. 5. Settle down. 1. Sink. Heavy elbows, heavy arm, heavy body. 2. Cutting. 3. Lifting. Pushing, pulling, turning. 4. Spiraling. Turn the body, turn the arm. 5. Heavy. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Cut. Chansujin. Twine. Twine. Tapping your torso. 1, 2. 3, 1. Pull, push, turn the waist. 3, lift arm. Pull, Push, pull, turn the waist. Now you're gonna turn the waist back. Sink heavy, relax. Turn the waist. Knees stay open. Shift, turn.